Hello, welcome to NBA Talk with Jordan Valdez. First, we got today's matchups, as always. Our first matchup is Boris Diaw versus Maurice Evans. Boris Diaw is the starting power forward for the Charlotte Bobcats. He can also play both small forward and shooting guard. Maurice Evans is a backup shooting guard, small forward for the Washington Wizards. He was traded to the Wizards in the deal that brought Kirk Hinrich to the Hawks right before the trade deadline this year. Um, Boris Diaw, he's just what he is consistent. He's a consistent role player. On most teams, he would probably be a bench player. But then again, since he can play three positions, if you need any one of those three positions filled, he's a good option for the team. Maurice Evans, he comes off the bench. He plays great defense, and he can score pretty well too. He's a fairly good shooter. He can knock down threes every once in a while. I'm gonna give this matchup to Boris Diaw. Boris Diaw is more versatile, and I think that overall he's a little bit better. Um, he actually used to play with the Hawks as well. Back in the early 2000s. But yeah, I'm gonna give this matchup to Boris Diaw. Maurice Evans has done a lot. He's played on 6 teams that late in the past few years. He's jumped around a lot. He was very effective for Atlanta and Washington. He started a few games for Washington when they had some injuries. I'm still gonna give this matchup to Boris Diaw. He is a full-time starter. He brings a lot of energy and focus to the team, and he's a good player to have on your team. Our next matchup is here's a good one. Derrick Rose versus Dwayne Wade, two All Stars. They both played together on the Eastern Conference All-Star team this year. Derrick Rose is the starting point guard. Dwayne Wade is the starting shooting guard. For the past few years, Dwayne Wade has made the All-NBA first team as a guard. But up until this year, when Dwayne Wade was only selected for the All-NBA second team, and Derrick Rose made the first team. Derrick Rose, obviously the 2011 season MVP. Dwayne Wade is playing the finals. Dwayne Wade's team beat Derrick Rose's Bulls in the Eastern Conference Finals this year. Derrick Rose's team made the playoffs last year, and in fact, he was an All-Star even last year, but he was a reserve on the All-Star team last year. But Derrick Rose's team made the playoffs last year. Also, they were the 8th seed. So basically, this season, I don't know how much it had to do with Derrick Rose's improvement from last season. It might have been that they signed power forward Carlos Boozer, but the Bulls jumped from being the 8th seed for the 2009-2010 season playoffs to the first for the number 1 seed in the East. And they had the best record in the league in the 2010-2011 playoffs. It looked like for most of the season that the San Antonio Spurs were gonna have the best record in the league, but the Bulls were 1 game better than the San Antonio Spurs were. Dwayne Wade's Heat were the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference this playoffs. He's injured right now. He's listed as day-to-day, I believe. But his team is in the finals, and so he's obviously on a team that has gone farther than Derrick Rose's team. But the question is whether Derrick Rose is a better individual player than Dwayne Wade is. Dwayne Wade obviously been in the league for a lot longer. He's been with the Heat for his entire career. Came out of Marquette. Derrick Rose came out of Michigan. drafted. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, not Michigan. Derrick Rose came out of Memphis. He was drafted first overall. In the NBA draft a couple of years ago, and he has improved every season in the league. Obviously, last year's All-Star reserve selection, but obviously voted in by the coaches, to this year's MVP vote, All NBA first team. Derrick Rose didn't even make any of the All NBA teams last year. He was an All Star, but there's a lot of All Stars oftentimes that don't make the All NBA teams. Uh, but then he also started the All Star game and placed Dwayne Wade, who's been an All Star starter for a while now. He's just been excellent, and Derrick Rose really just took that away from him. I'm gonna give this matchup to um, Dwayne Wade, and the reason for this, I know Derrick Rose is the MVP. I know that he made the All NBA first team over Dwayne Wade. I have already discussed that, but Dwayne Wade, his team is in the finals. When your team is in the finals, that gives before Dwayne Wade's team, if neither of their teams were in the finals, then they would be almost even. But when your team is in the finals, it gives you that slight edge over someone whose team is not in the finals, and that's why I think that Dwayne Wade is the better player. Next, you can check out Dallas versus Miami, Game 6 of the NBA Finals. Dallas leads the series 3-2. That's tonight at 8 p.m. on ABC. Dallas with a chance to win the NBA championship for the 2010-2011 season. Miami, if they win, they will tie the series up at 3-3, and they will push the series into a 7th game. Yeah, so again, that is at 8 p.m. on ABC. Thank you. That's tonight. Thank you for watching NBA Talk with Jordan Valdez, and I will see you next time.